So yeah, this what they've done to Dragon Blight is pretty epic for Dragon Soul, and also End Time. And what an epic way to enter the instance as well. It's amazing. Okay, so this boss is also interesting. I think I'm going to swap to survival for the trash. I quite like this boss, although we've been trying to kill this on heroic mode, and it's unforgiving to say the least. Let's get the focus set up. The tank. So yeah, I'll explain the tactics as we go on. Yeah, it's fairly simple. I do like seeing all those big numbers pop up. I have quite an interesting survival spec. I'm not so great with it. I normally just have it for AoE. I know it's in 4.3, it's kind of leveled itself out in terms of like single target DPS. It's still pretty good. I use it mainly for AoE, and if any of you know hunters, you'll know to have improved steady shot to survival is stupid. But when you get AoEing, it's actually quite nice to get a bit of haste on your focus regen. Yeah, lock and load has been buffed in 4.3, so you'll probably see my explosive shot is lighting up there. That's a chance on proc, which has been increased in the latest patch. I think it's gone up from 10% chance to proc to 20, 22 maybe. So it just procs all the time now. And when you're killing 3 mobs here, like we've got packs of 3, that basically gives you the ability to put an explosive shot onto each one of those within a couple of global cooldowns. So that's obviously really nice. Nice bit of burst DPS that we can do on top of our trap and survival. What was I going to say there? The survival has the ability to put like a dot onto each target that you multi-shot, which is why it's so strong in for AoE. I should probably stack up. I think I'm taking too much damage there. So, I mean, out of you people that are watching this video, are you raiders? Do you play WoW? If you play WoW but you've not yet raided Dragon Soul, first off, why not? There's really no excuse not to raid now. You've got looking for raid. And I guess, what do you think of it? think there's been a lot of chat about in the WoW community, a lot of discussion about looking for raids' impact on WoW in general, really. But also Dragon Soul as a raid instance is, I think it's quite interesting because all of the normal mode content was cleared very, very quickly. I think probably the quickest out of this expansion. So if you look back at Blackwing Descent, Bastion of Twilight, and that other one that people can't remember the name of, Throne of the Four Winds, is it? So normal mode content there was actually pretty tricky. I'm not sure whether it was all gear check or what, but there was, you know, it wasn't the easiest thing, and it took people a while to clear all of that, even on normal mode. Oh, I think Tank just died there. That's not good. Quick feign death, and they've pulled the boss as well. I think it's see if I can survive here, and I'll try and do a mass res. I think we've got some AoE damage going on though, so. Yeah, so Dragon Soul was cleared, and I'm dead. Dragon Soul was cleared instantly within, I think some guilds did it on the first day. Obviously those are the guys that had been on the PTR and had tested all of the encounters. Our guild hadn't done that. We had no PTR experience in raiding. But we still managed to get it down in the first week. So we normally raid 3 nights a week, and we added an extra day in there because we wanted to be one of the first guilds on our realm to get everything down. I think we were 5th to do it, so you know that goes to show you, even when you're putting in extra time, there are always going to be people out there that are going to do it before you. But the point being, so many people have actually completed the normal content. It is a little bit of a joke. The fights are good, but it's almost too easy. Now the step up to heroic, I think after Morchok, is pretty harsh. I think we're seeing the same kind of step up from normal mode to heroic that we had in the initial tier of Cataclysm. That was a big problem for a lot of people because they hit a brick wall once they'd completed the normal mode. I mean, normal mode was tricky. There was a lot of gear check there, but the step up to heroic mode was ridiculous for a lot of people. A lot of guilds couldn't compete. So yeah, so I think we'll see how Dragon Soul pans out. I think there was a lot of gear check there as well. We'll see if our guild, we're hoping to get this boss down later today, in fact, on heroic mode. We'll see how that goes. Right, let's call a more suitable pet. So I guess we can talk about some of these like tactics here on this boss. So we've got these little blobby things here, different coloured. You may notice there's these different colour patches around the room as well. So what the boss does is he will, once we've engaged him, he will summon 3 randomly coloured blobs, and they will come from whatever colour patch they are, and each blob, if it reaches him, will give the boss an ability. Now I can't remember what all those abilities are, but some are worse than others. Like the red one will make him do, I think it doubles his attack speed and cast speed by 100%. Let's have a look through them. So yellow, random damage onto there's it gets twice his abilities twice as often. Cobalt and Mana Voids. This will spawn a like a mana bubble floating in the air, and it leeches all the mana off any mana class. So not great for healers, so it's a case of kill that as soon as possible. Searing Blood, that's 3 random players, base damage 25,000. The Dark one, this one summons a load of Forgotten Ones that fixate on random targets. Now it says it fixates on a random target. A fixate in WoW terms means it's non-tauntable, or you can't aggro it off. You actually can on these, so when you're trying to AoE DPS them down, that can be quite annoying. The Acidic Globule, digestive acid. So on this one you basically spread out because there's a area of effect damage. And the last one, the Shadowed Globule, Deep Corruption, spreads again. I think it's a spread out jobby. But the point being, you can DPS all those ads down. You pick one, so the one that you want, the one that gives the boss the ability that you don't want him to have the most. You DPS that down, and that leaves 2, so the boss has to take 2 of those abilities. And then, yeah, it's just dealing with that really. It's not that tricky. In heroic mode, what that actually means is instead of 3 globules, he actually gets 4, so you have to take 3 of his abilities. And that's pretty much it. Everything's, obviously because it's heroic mode, has a bit more health, hits a bit harder, but that's the main change in the mechanics. It's pretty simple. What happened to that loot that wheel rolled on? I'm not sure. Okay, it did go out. So what was it? I was after the Roik won them. Okay, Kratz Roik. So I'm rolling with 4 hunters today, a shaman and a warrior, so if any token pieces drop, it's going to be quite a lot of competition for those. Let's target this, aggro him off. Okay, I'm starting to swap back to marksman now. Have a bit more burst in marksman. Okay, so I guess the problem here in Raid Finder is communicating which we're going to go for. So we get 3 at once. You don't get long to DPS one of them down, and obviously they start fairly spread out. So well, let's just go straight for it. But it's all about communicating which we're going to go for. Normally we go for purple or yellow. So you usually get one of those 2 up. And they've just bloodlust straight away. It's not good for me. I should probably pop that whilst we're here. So we've got bloodlust. So we've got blue, black and yellow, so it's probably going to be yellow. And nobody's moving yet, so I'm going to assume we're going to go for yellow. I think there you go, that exemplifies the lack of communication that you get in Raid Finder. Nobody went for yellow, and now he's going to get all three of these, and that's going to be messy, and we're probably going to die. So we've got a mana void. Let's get the mana void down quickly so our healers can deal with healing us. Now if we get through this, having 3 orbs, that's fantastic. It's quite difficult to get the mana orb and the Forgotten One AoE as well. That's pretty harsh. So I think we're going to start seeing people die. I've got aggro. Let's feign death and get rid of that aggro. And you see, you don't get much time. We can't get these ads down, and now we've got more orbs coming. So harsh. Essentially what we've done there, we've simulated heroic mode. Purple, they said. We're going to get another 3. And I think we've got black again. Yeah. So that was basically how not to do it. So yeah, that's good fun. Let's try it again. 2 wipes on this boss so far. Well, 1 on the trash, 1 on the boss. Okay, we're back. We've had a lot of people leave after that last wipe. We've had a lot of QQing in raid chat as well, which is always funny. And we've just been waiting for a tank for a little while. Finally, we have one. And literally seconds afterwards, there's somebody saying go. It's almost as if people have seen WoW Krendor's satirical movies about WoW and looking for raids and looking for dungeons, and they've decided to be more like that. It's ridiculous. We'll see how Kinuski deals at doing his job. People obviously get quite angry in these things. They think everybody else is ridiculously stupid. And everybody else is much better than... Sorry, yeah, they're much better than everybody else. She's obviously stupid. So we're going to go for yellow, which is over here. And this time I should probably stack on the boss. I don't know if I can get into the shield. I can, so that's okay. Let's target the mana void. This is a good place to be doing AoE. My spec isn't particularly for AoE. I can crack a little bit out though to get these Forgotten Ones down. Lots of numbers. We've got a dead tank. There's another one. Gonna battle res the tank. There we go. We've got the tank back up. Which is good. And I'm guessing we're gonna want to go for green at this point. Yep. So we'll forget about the ads, we can get those down on... We've got another black phase, so we're going to get more of those. They're all down by the looks of it anyway, so that's good. Stack up again, I'm guessing. We'll get inside the healing rain. More forgotten ones. So let's get a bit of focus and then we can do some more AoE. It's good, I think we've got, this time we have some better DPS, which is always good. It's probably time to use that health stone. And am I gonna die? I'm gonna die. So, tactically, I don't think we did anything wrong there. Yeah, Pex Pella Druid is absolutely rocking out the DPS. That's amazing. Boss is at 60%. I'm not sure. Again, we've got loads of people who can do battle reses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that'll be, if we get the healer back up, that'll be 2 combat reses. Let's see if I can get another one. Yeah, excellent. Let's give the pet back. Purple, green and blue. Purple, maybe? Purple. Let's get this burnt down nice and quickly. We've got a green, we should spread out for green. I think it's a 4-yard radius, and we've got a mana void as well, so let's get that baby down. Nice. I don't know why they're still stacked up there. It's fine, I know they've got a couple of AoE heals down, but there's a lot of splash damage off green if I remember correctly. Purple again. So a couple of like little tactics if you're playing a hunter, marksman hunter specifically, because it's what I've been raided mainly with. A lot of it is about keeping your improved steady shot up, saving chimera shot. If something's about to die, it's probably not really worth using your chimera shot on that. Save it up for another target. Yeah, and ideally you should just be shooting the whole bloody time. No downtime. On some bosses, it's worthwhile keeping improved steady shot up, even if you can't damage the boss. So Hagara, I think her name is, we've got coming up later in the raid. I can show you how, you know, there's a couple of down phases in there where we don't actually have to shoot anything. Green, I'm guessing, this time. We should be able to do this boss now. So 11%. Let's get in the healing rain. Am I going to die? Let's put a deterrence on. Let's get in the shield. Do some damage mitigation as well. Damage is pretty tough. Ooh. Good job on the healers there. And he's down. Finally. This is good. I have the gloves already, so I don't need those. So I will be rolling on both of the legs. Hopefully that's going to give us a chance to win. So pass on that, pass on that. And then wait 5 minutes for people to determine whether they're going to roll or not. Crown's gone already. I could really do with another piece. Like I mentioned in one of the probably earlier video, I've already got one piece. That's going to give me my two piece steady shot and cobra shot generate double the amount of focus, and it doesn't look like I've won either of them. That's okay. We'll keep going. Plenty more opportunity to win loot. The next boss is going to be harder. It's more of a fail, easy to fail in looking for raid, because it involves everybody moving and being coordinated together.